Here's my 8th grade thing, which will be a separate YouTube video, I'm sure, because it's a doozy. I don't think I've ever told it on the podcast. 8th grade, okay? I'm in 8th grade. I am awkward. I am also Hispanic-ish, and being Hispanic-ish in an all-white school in upstate New York, it was weirder, okay? I had one black friend, and there was one Asian kid that we hung out with. So we were minorities, which made it harder. It doesn't always, but it did. This is the 90s. Okay, so the whole setup is that it was awkward. And so all of a sudden, an exchange student, not exchange, when they just come in from like a different school.
Transfer?
Right. Transfer. So a girl comes in, transfer. Her name's Michelle Birmingham. Never will forget that name. She's gorgeous. In whatever, traditional gorgeous, you know. I'm an 8th grade kid. Oh my goodness, look at that lady.
Right.
Which I'm sure I said lady when I was 8th
Look at
grade.
that lady.
Look at that lady, guys. Hey, mister. Check out her. So
Different time.
It was the 40s. It was actually the 40s. Extra, extra. Look at that dame. Oh, man, I wish it was that. I wish that's what the story was. All right, guys, I was in the time machine. I went back to the 40s. So Michelle Birmingham comes in. All the guys are like, oh, my goodness. Again, they sound like that. Oh, my goodness, guys. Hey, Jerry.
Oh, I'm in 8th grade.
Listen, I'm only 45 years young, and I'm in 8th grade. And this girl, this dame.
You see that lady over there? Oh,
Wow.
my gosh.
This is a much better story than my story. Okay, so in real life, all the guys liked her, and so she took my art class. I'm crying, and for some reason I brought in, what was it? I mentioned Crunchy Stars, which is a Swedish chef cereal. The Muppets are a thing. If you don't know what the Muppets are, young people listening, go check them out. And Crunchy Stars were the cereal made by the Swedish chef. So the Swedish chef had his own cereal. And for some reason, I mentioned it in class, art class, and she's like, oh, I love the Swedish chef, Michelle Birmingham. I got an in, right?
Oh, yeah.
So I go, oh, that's cool. Anyways, gotta go, you know. Next, they come in with the Crunchy Stars card game, because it came in the fucking thing, you know.
Ooh.
And I was like, hey, you can have one of my cards from Crunchy Stars. And she was like, oh, cool. Like, she didn't, like make fun of me cool. Like, she was like, oh, that's pretty neat. So then she sent me a Valentine. Back to Valentine's Day. And I think I still have it. And she drew on the front of it fucking the Swedish chef.
Oh my gosh.
And in pen.
And then you got married or what?
No, wait, hold on. And then inside was like some note that was pretty cool. I don't remember what it says, but something like, you're cool and I like Swedish chef too. We should hang out sometime or whatever. I'm like, what the fuck? Awkward Hispanic-ish guy.
Yeah.
Gonna maybe, you know? Never heard from her again. And then she moved.
Oh, no.
Oh. It's not where I thought that was going.
I know.
Yeah, I thought you were going to get married for sure.
I'm sorry. The end of the story is all of a sudden I was like, hey, dame, you should stay here. We can live in my apartment. Because I already have one. 'Cause I'm in 8th grade.
Oh, that sounds great. I'm an 8th grade girl.
Is that Michelle Birmingham?
Yeah. I'm
no.
Michelle Birmingham.
No.
I love the Swedish chef.
Oh, my goodness. Michelle just changed for me.
I'm adorable.
And the podcast audio just blew out. I apologize, listeners. Okay, anyways, that's my story. It doesn't have a bad ending. I should fix the ending for comedy.
You should lie.
I know. People. Okay, here's my question. That's a good question. Do you think comedians should lie when they do their act? If it's funnier?
Absolutely.
Absolutely, she says.
Yeah. Because a lot of stuff that they say or that happens to them isn't that really funny.
Oh.
I don't know. I've heard like comedians talk about stories and I've heard the same stories on stage, and you know, when they change things a little bit. When like your 8th grade teacher was into you and like was hitting on you in school,
Right.
that's a lie, but it's funny.
Right. So that's what I should change it to. Michelle Birmingham was just a teacher.
That yeah.
And she likes Swedish chef.
Yeah, and she sent you a Valentine and
She sent me a Valentine. That's weird for a teacher to
There
give
it
her.
is.
Yeah.
Yeah.